Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Drewlik and we're doing PvP. So today I'm on my, not sniper, it's a gunslinger, and I'm on the slinger spec, and what's that called? I think it's called Sharpshooter. It's the marksman equivalent, whatever it is, playing it right now, and we're playing a nice crush up ball. So we haven't had that in a long time, having a nice, crush up ball going, as of course I am, reducing the accuracy of that sorcerer, and I'm like, yeah, he's going to be in the bubble, so I'm just going to attack someone else. But of course I'm getting wrecked from somewhere below me, and that is it. So the pipe being very heavily contested very early on, so I'm just like, I still love my pipe. If you're a long-term viewer, you may know, the love story of me and the pipe. He of course breaks that blind immediately, and I have to try to mitigate some damage right here. A bit of a misplay, rolling alongside the pipe right here while evasion was still active. Should have tanked that a bit longer, but anyway, that guy is getting, of course, held up. And that power tech just tries to sneak by. And he of course gets rooted, and I'm like, nah, bro, you're not gonna get that point. He of course didn't have his hydraulic overrides. Now of course he has it, so a bit of bit unlucky, for him to not have that, because that would have been a certain point right there. He of course gets incapacitated by that sin and gets knocked back into the acid pit. He of course moves back because he does not want to die, uses cold overload to survive a bit longer, but takes a tick of damage because he's stupid, don't know what that was, but he does die, and that first point was averted. So I'm kind of rethinking my life and my positioning, and I'm like, you know what, I probably shouldn't be on the pipe, so I'm just going to stay right here. I know it's nothing too new, because every single sniper in every game is up here, and he of course tries once more to do something, and I'm like, bro, chill out, chill a bit down there, you don't need to be up here. So I know this concept isn't uniquely new. Every single fucking sniper ever has been up here and just camped out and dealt damage, but I generally am on the pipe. This time around I'm not, so it's kind of new for me, so celebrate with me. I'm doing something different. So as I was saying, right now getting reflected the damage, terrible amount of damage, and I of course use that to my advantage a bit later. You're going to see that. And I'm just decided in this game I'm just going to stay up here and avert any kind of tap. So they're getting the ball up here, and I'm like, triple knockdown. That's for that, and just averted another ball thing, because I have no intentions of letting them having anything here. So we've got the valiant attempt of the operative once more, as I'm of course getting opened upon, using my defensive cooldowns right now, just rolling back here, mitigating some more damage. He of course gets kicked around, doesn't have his mobility anymore, he has around 5 seconds to roll, and we do have to stun him once more. He's getting rooted, that's nice, through the nice ravage right there, and he's not able to actually play that ball, although he had opportunities to do so. Now, my HP is terribly low, and I just looked at the doors. The door timer is about to respawn, so I'm like, basically I just have to die right now, because I have no, means of healing myself up here with that surf around. So I'm just, just die. So I'm just casting, a small spell on the reflect target, intentionally kill myself, and the door opens immediately because I timed it correctly, and now I'm full HP again. So that was no misplay. I just didn't want to, try to attempt to heal myself up when there's a surf around and maybe mistime it with the door. So I was just like, I just have to die right now, so just, attack the reflect target, did die, and it worked out perfectly right there. Now it's a kind of a cute play, to just kill yourself right there, but that's just how I did it. Now, rolling away the thermal detonator damage right there, and just continuing to wreak mayhem and chaos over there. My team is also doing a very good job of keeping the ball carriers down. He of course once more tried to get up the ramp, this time with a very big group, but they just got split up. Ball carrier and a few people got kicked down while we finished off the rest. He of course falls down once more because he's absolutely retarded. No excuse for that one. And there is he again. He's trying to do something. I just kick him down right there because actually I did not kick him down right there. I tried to, but of course I kicked him onto the pipe. It's a bit of a misplay by me right there. I was kind of thinking about maybe the angle is right or wrong, and I was just thinking, that should be enough, but it wasn't enough. So I just thought, I would maybe kick him over the pipe, but I kicked him onto the pipe directly. So that was, I don't know, not that well executed by me, but it worked out in the end. So not that big of a misplay, but again, just one of the mistakes I did this game. So just attacking anything in range, possibly right there, as we, do the point right there, which is of course very nice. And I, just kind of, scrambling around for targets because nobody's actually here right there to be attacked anymore. And in this case, I'm just kind of trying, to deal some damage. Basically, I'm just watching out that nobody is moving up here and, potentially getting a point. As you can see right here, the operative once more trying to do so. He, of course, gets blinded, which is a terrible waste of resolve. Of course, blind him, kick him down. Don't want the ball being passed to him. I have no idea why somebody would blind a ball carrier which is getting attacked with dots onto him. It's just, it's just plain resolve feeding. I mean, I would almost report somebody, if there was a report system for, assisting enemy team because you blind a ball carrier. Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? But, at the end of the day, every, attempt was averted. Now, I am, just trying to support my ball carrier over there. So I'm just, disrupting them with the orbital strike. They respect the orbital strike even though it deals no damage. And now I'm putting the accuracy reduction void over there so that they miss with their abilities. And they actually do miss quite a bunch with their abilities. As you can see right there, they attacked him furiously and they did not hit him. So once more, I don't want to, toot my own horn all the time, but that kind of was the play that ensured that point. So I just want to point that out. Of course, the rest of the team is doing quite some work as well. I'm not the sole guy doing that shit. Nice 12k right there. But I just wanted to point out that this accuracy reduction is quite powerful because it's AoE now. It only used to be on a single target, and now it is a void zone which continuously reduces your accuracy and the accuracy of everyone around him. So that's very nice, and I very much like that that revamp of the ability. But of course, the sniper has got different problems, or the gunslinger for that matter. Now the operative moving up here once more, trying his luck, but of course I kick him right back through the acid pit right here. He gets stunned and does die with a nice executor right there. They are not giving up, they just want that ball over that line. So he gets kicked down, of course. I am in position to, potentially, do something. So, of course, just try to kick him down right there. But the resolve was immediately feeded right there. He, of course, gets rooted, which is very nice. And he gets rooted once more, does die, 11k. Again, I'm very thankful for the many warriors we have right there, because without the Ravage roots, they would have gotten through right there. Because I don't know, these teams they just feed the resolve like crazy. It's insane. Now, one new thing which will come in 3.2 is that resolve mechanic will be reworked. So if you stun a resolve target, it will get slowed. I mean, it's cute, it's nice and everything, but I really don't think that's that big of an impact, because, I mean, you're kind of prepared to be slowed, and if you have a 50% or 70% slow, it's not really isn't going to matter. If your resolve is full and you have enough death cooldowns to survive any damage, then you're just going to slow walk it into the enemy line. And yeah, I don't really think that has that big of an impact, but it's nice that stuns aren't useless when you stun a resolve target, so that's kind of nice. So right now, I'm just doing a little field trip down here, because I'm like, just having a look at the rest of the game, because we did 3 points, and I'm like, I kind of, don't want to wait up here again, so I'm just kind of, trying to have some fun right here, and immediately get punished for that, because a point is being dealt up there, because I'm not up there anymore, and I'm like, okay. I'm of course losing the 2v1 down here as well, because the gear isn't too well on this character, and operatives in general are very strong, and although I'm doing quite a bit of work, he of course gets healed up by his friend right there, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna have it. This is not working out too well, and I'm trying to get up here, but I did not know that you can't grapple while in cover. I did not know that, I really didn't. That's something new I learned right there. So I just stunned him and went up here. He doesn't follow me immediately for some reason. I don't know why he didn't follow me right there. I would have, of course, certainly followed right there. Maybe he had problems with clicking that thing. He is a lethality operative and tries to range dot me right there. No, he's concealment, but he did use his corrosive dart right there on range just to, I don't know, annoy me or something like that. Now I'm low again, but this time around there's no invis, you know, that vanished, keeping me in fight, so I can easily use my my regeneration ability up here because I'm quite safe. So I'm not gonna try to kill myself. Of course, I looked up there again, you know, just looked at how many time is left on the door. So just, you know, looking up there, looking if it would make sense to kill myself, but it does not make sense to kill myself right now because the doors are a bit too long. So a good time to kill myself would be around now, but now, you know, I'm kind of getting outfight, so it's not that big of a deal anymore, and there's no contesture. So I was kind of looking out for that. You know, that's something you should always do if you're looking, you know, into next level play. Just getting the health relic up here and supporting the ball carrier at the same time. But I was a bit too late this time. You know, did use the accuracy reduction, but this time around he got killed beforehand. And I'm, of course, you know, using my defensive abilities, miss. Look at that, that's just hilarious. I just love it when accuracy reduction is up and they just miss everything. It's, I don't know, it's just inner joy I get from that. He, of course, gets pulled into the acid pit. Nice acid pull right there, and does die. Look at that nice little bubbly hub thing on the pipe right there. Isn't that nice? Now, as I was saying, if you are looking to improve your game on VoidStar and on Hutball, on Crash Hutball especially, like the usual Hutball isn't that important, but in VoidStar or in the other mod called Ancient Hypergates, sometimes in Ancient Hypergates, it depends. You can look at the doors and have a look at how many quarters are left, and if you time it correctly, it's especially important in VoidStar. Like, if you time it correctly, like if it, I don't know, if you have like a 4-man group and you just say, if you die right now, it will be okay. Like, if there's 1 quarter in the door, you can freely die, respawn, just get out immediately, and it's better than, you know, to survive 3 seconds longer. And I can't tell you how many times it has been that I've survived, you know, 3 or 4 seconds longer, just using all of my cooldowns, just to find myself in front of a 4-quarter door. It's infuriating. So I always, you know, kind of try to look out at the doors, like how much time is left on it. And if you use that to your advantage, then you can really surprise your enemies and, you know, improve your game. But it's very advanced, and you should, you know, if you're a new player, just focus on playing the game correctly. But, you know, if you're already a high-level player, that's something you can use to improve yourself even more. And I'm not always doing that, but in this game especially I did that, as you could see in that situation where I killed myself, and the other situation in which I looked to kill myself. A bit suicidal right there, but you know, that's just how it is. So just writing a nice, good game right there, because they have no way of doing 3 points in 30 seconds. So I'm just, you know, zerging away with a bit more damage right here. Of course, this character is completely undergeared. He has got the level 55 gear, which is the, you know, worst thing you could have equipped, because it's even worse than PvE gear, because you don't get bolstered, because the what's that called? The expertise is already on there. So yeah, not that good with the equipment on that sniper, but I did, you know, a decent amount. And he does not play the ball up here, so I don't know what that was. Anyway. So, that was a nice game. Just wanted to show you that very briefly right here. Hope you enjoyed that one. And another quick thing I want to announce is, are there any specs you want to, you know, see me play? Because, you know, as you know, I've got all classes. Don't say Juggernaut. If you say Juggernaut, fuck you right now. Don't get me Juggernaut. But if there's any class, any spec you want to see, I will play it for you. Because right now, I don't really care about what to play. So just leave me a comment, and, you know, if you wish to see something. My name is Drewlik. You've been watching SWTOR PvP, and as always, have a good one.